It's your girl, Absolutely Fabulous. Thank you so much for coming back for today's show. Today, I got some inbox questions about what it's like to date in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, but I brought in some experts. We're representing the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Today, I have my girl, Roz, and I have my girl, Rita, and they're going to give you a couple of quick tips to help you navigate a little bit quicker when you're going through this dating process when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. Roz, can you let the audience know what do you think is a little bit different than when you were younger that you would date differently now? You were in a long marriage. You know what it's like to be in a committed relationship. So what would you tell a young lady who's coming out of a committed relationship and she wants to start dating? What would you tell her? What tip would you give her?
I would say remain confident, be your own woman, love what you do, and whatever you do, whether it be traveling, just soccer, whatever you want to do with your man, do it.
So you're saying don't doubt yourself?
Don't doubt yourself, definitely.
Do you think that the confidence comes a little bit more, a little faster, a little stronger as the older you get?
It does, because I had low self-esteem when I first came out of my marriage. I will say that.
That's a good point.
And I had low self-esteem, and it took, through God, prayer, and for the love of for the love of the guy that was in my life after my husband, my confidence just soared. And I learned to love myself.
You got to reconnect with yourself. And we're different women. The older we become, the more things that we realize. You know, when you're younger, you might like shrimp every night. But when you get older, you know what? That's not good for your cholesterol. And you say, I'm not going to have shrimp every night. Rita, who loves shrimp every night.
I do.
The crab. She loves crab every night. Rita, what would you say in terms of you being a woman of a certain age who was also in a committed relationship and have raised 4 beautiful children and have grandchildren? What would you tell a young lady who's possibly in her 60s, and I say young lady, and I mean that, what would you say that she should remember when she's going out meeting someone new that she may have met them online? What do you think?
I think you should handle your relationship just like you handle a business. And then you do your interview. Ask that person where do they see themselves in the next year, next 2 years, and then go from there. Because again, it is about your life, your longevity. Again, I'm 60, life is short. I don't have much time to play games, so I need to know where you are at this time.
Yes, and one thing we talked about in our last discussion had a lot to do with safe sex, whether in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. You got to wrap it up. You got to take care of yourself because you want to be there for your family, for yourself, long term. Remember, be confident, have fun, smile, and keep it moving. These are your quick tips from Absolutely Fabulous. Thanks for joining us.
Enjoy life.
Leave your comments below. Remember to subscribe.